motivation. And that's a huge outweighing consideration.
Sometimes,
wait,
like,
just some clear. Wait, real quick, just some clear on the occasion. So when you say something like, okay, she's not going to, she has 4 kids or something, and she won't be able to take care of the other one. And are we putting into the circumstance that she was aware of that she could get pregnant?
She was aware there was a possibility, but she didn't expect it to happen.
Like it was, she thought it could be very unlikely, or something.
Yeah, she thought there was like a 1 or 2% chance. Like she thought it was the case that it was not going to happen, but like it was possible.
I think that again leads to the force part, because if she cannot because if you're saying, okay, I don't want to give the child up, I cannot take care of it or something, right? But I don't want it to go there, because again, if it goes there, that again, mother will still be in a constant state of depression where you again value the psychological domain and more in a sense of like a moral domain. So psychological status, right? So, not psychological domain. So again, in that circumstance, I don't see the issue with my pro circumstance view.
So say for example, a person thinks there's a 5% chance of getting pregnant the way in which they're having sex, right? The way in which they're having sex, they think there's a 5% chance of getting pregnant. Then they do get pregnant. Is that an individual who you think it's okay to it's fair for them to have an abortion?
I will bite the bullet. Yes.
That is sex between individuals who are as fertile as possible. So intercourse between a young couple has a 1 in 20 chance of pregnancy. That's 5%.
Again,
okay.
I will say that
somebody who's older and less fertile is going to be even less likely. So there's the source on that from BBC. Right there you go. Why the fuck does that article have feet in the goddamn thumbnail? Oh.
Wait, let me check. Where did you post it?
In the pop-out chat. If you go open up that article, you'll be able to find that it says...
Sex, what are the chances? So, if they're further as possible, they can only get
the bottom line is that chances drop fairly steeply either side of the peak to a 5% average over the rest of the cycle. So, the bottom line is that a single act of intercourse between a young couple has on average a 1 in 20 chance of pregnancy. This assumes the opportunity presented
if they're
as
fertile as possible,
as these things tend to do when you are young.
If they're as fertile as possible, right?
As fertile as young people typically are, yeah.
Yeah.
So as fertile as it is under ordinary circumstances. So yeah, even
okay. So it's
the
1 in 20. Okay.
Yeah, that's 5%, right?
That's 5%. Yeah. 1 in 20 is 5. Yeah.
Okay, so then the vast majority, the vast majority should be okay then, because the vast majority of instances of sex don't.
Not really, because
yes, that's 5%. You bit the bullet on 5%.
Oh wait, I said like she won't be able to abort if it's like
You said she would be able to. You said it's okay to abort in those circumstances.
I thought I said no, but sure, if I said yes, then yeah, we can concede. I thought I said no, my bad.
But look, you said yes, but obviously this is now becoming super post hoc, right? Like at this point, you're just like adjusting your lines and thresholds to try to find a way to make abortion not okay, which is clearly that means that the argument here is not what motivates you towards or against abortion.
No,
what motivates you towards or against it is probably your religious views and like an aesthetic.
No, I
preference.
said it's mostly it, but again, the point is I'm not trying
to justify. All these things well, look, if that's most of the motivation, let's not talk about all this nonsense you don't care about. Let's talk about the motivation.
Yeah, real quick, I'm just saying that it's still outside of my religious views. I think that it's again, mother, like if there was like a being, even if there's a one case where you don't think that it's justified.
This isn't what motivates you. The religious views are. Like fuck all this shit.
Yeah, but
throw that shit in the trash can. The religious views are what motivates.
I will.
Let's talk about
but I
just
want to say, we will get to religious view. I just really want to say one quick thing. I still think that even if there's one case where it's like not okay for me, that's going to be like a pro circumstance view. And if there's like specifically a mother, which or not a mother,
okay. So every pro-choice is going to say there are circumstances where it's not okay. You can't have a 3rd trimester abortion. You can't kill it right before it pops out of the vagina. That's all fucked up. Everyone agrees with that. But like the motivation you have is the religious one. Let's focus on that part.
Alright, sure. Let's get to religious one.
Alright. So look. I think you've been gaslit by for-profit churches into thinking there's some kind of religious backing to this. where nowhere in the Bible does it ever say anything anti-abortion at all. The only part of the Bible that ever seems to mention abortion is an instruction on how to perform one. And it's saying it's the punishment for an infertile wife. Or sorry, not an infertile wife. Why am I blanking on the word for it?
Oh wait for
A wife who cheats. No, a wife who cheats. What is the word for that? In something. I just don't give a fuck. Yeah, it's the punishment for a wife who cheats in the Bible. A wife who goes around fucking other dudes behind your back. The punishment for her is to have an abortion performed on her.
And
No, that's the only part of the Bible. It's Numbers 5:11 through 33. It's the only part of a Bible that ever even seems to mention abortion. Nowhere in the Bible will you find the Bible saying you shouldn't commit an abortion. You shouldn't do one. You'll never see that.
Yeah, those abolitionists try to gaslight me.
okay, I believe you. I'm definitely sure. No, I
Ask
believe
your
you fully.
unironically when you go to fucking church on Sunday, ask them, is there any part of the Bible that tells us not to have an abortion? And then when they show you it, you will see for yourself that they don't actually have one. What they'll do instead is they'll show you things to show that life begins in the womb. We agree. Everyone agrees life begins in the womb. Nobody's going to say that because your life begins in the womb, that means that it's the case that your life begins at conception. The Bible never says that. It never says your life begins in the zygotic state. It never says your life begins the moment you get pregnant. What it says is your life begins in the womb, which the pro-choice side agrees with.
Okay, then I would then hold the view. That's fair. I mostly, yeah. Then I fully agree with you, I guess.
All right, unironically, you should ask them about it.
Yeah.
Just to make sure you're not just getting it from me.
I could have like agreed even before you showed me this because like I could have searched up myself, but the thing that I was just like mostly concerned with, like my biggest motivation is, like for example, even if there's like one case, and like which in a state, of course, and I'm referring to like the state of even if it's a zygote or something, and there's like for example, let's just say maybe this is unrealistic or something, and there's like a person, right, who just wants to get pregnant so they can like abort the fetus, and they do this like just so they can kill like fetuses, right, or something. They're like psychopaths and like sick people,
How
right?
often does that happen?
Of course, in that unrealistic hypothetical, there will be something which I would consider okay. Well, this is very, very sick, and this is something that doesn't give me the motivation, right? And like, even if there is one case in the sense where you think that we're like allowed to abort, I think that some case will be something which I wouldn't like do or like advise somebody to do. Like I don't think that's motivating at all, right?
You're free.
Wait, Sinthe there?
Yeah.
Did you hear the thing I said?
Say the last part again. Some other guy in the background was yelling your name. I thought you were gonna.
No, you weren't hearing.
Damn.
Shut up, bitch.
Really quick. Chill on Moxie. Yo, Ice, I want to show you something when we're done. So,
I want
real
to see
quick,
your penis.
No. Shut your lame ass up. But real quick, so when you say something like, let's just say there's an unrealistic case, but this is very unrealistic, but there's like, let's just say there's a psychopath, like a very sick person, who wants to get pregnant just so they can abort fetuses or something. It's so very unrealistic, I know, but it's still something that is very
They want to
sick.
abort baby fetus.
Like they really want to do this.
Boy fetus or something.
Yeah, like not even if they said that it's about, like, let's just say okay, it's like very they just want to abort fetuses or something, and like they have this like thing where they just want to do this, right? In this case, for example, to me that would seem like it's very not just unintuitive, but it's something which I wouldn't hold ever, no matter what stage of evolutionary process is. So what would be like, for example, your thoughts on that?
Yeah, it sounds like even though I don't think what the person's doing actually harms anyone, I feel doesn't harm any like fucking fetuses or anything. Even though I don't think they're like doing harm to someone, I still think it's the case that what they're doing is like acting out harm. What they're doing is still bad for their brain. In the same way that if somebody watches like AI generated child porn, I feel like they shouldn't be allowed to do that, even though no children were harmed. So I think that both should be banned. A person who's like
then
doing something.
I
to gain
agree with your
statistics
view,
probably
like
shouldn't.
fully. Like I'll defend that view then, because if it's like that, what you hold, then I agree. That was like one of the motivations. I just thought that it was. Yo, everybody, deafen except Ice, because I'm going to do something, and I think Synth knows what it is.
What?
2-1. Shut your lame ass up, bitch ass nigga. Fuck you talking about ice? Shut your dumb ass up, bitch ass nigga.
Get off my computer and drown you.
Yo.
Don't let me get on my computer.
Aye, pussy, get on loud mic. Get on loud mic.
Freedagoat.
Alright, yeah.
Let me save the
Okay,
recording. This was
maybe.
like a
Don't
very
get
nice
started.
discussion.